You think it's just noise, a mere auditory blip. Wrong. That car horn, the siren, or the neighbor's renovation project, they're not mere irritants. They're grenades in your mental playground. You're not just hearing them, they're hijacking your neural bandwidth. Sound is the Trojan horse of sensory overload. It shatters your baseline calibration. Noise is the enemy of focus, a disruptor of peace. But here's the kicker. Society tells you to ignore it. Be tougher. Adapt. Noise. It's just a part of life. But is it? Or is it a silent saboteur, rewiring your brain in ways you don't even notice? What's really happening when that noise hits your eardrums? Welcome to the neural reality. Your auditory cortex lights up like a pinball machine. That's right, it's high-octane processing. Your brain is scanning, analyzing, and reacting, all at breakneck speed. But here's the catch. It's not just local. The ripple effect hits your amygdala, your emotional HQ. So now, you're not just processing sound, you're processing threat. Your system is on high alert, ready for battle. Cognitive friction ensues. Your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, is drowning in noise pollution. Every beep, every bang, costs you precious neurological tax. And what do you get in return? A fried mental circuit. Here's where it gets sinister, the fatal error. Your brain's constant threat assessment isn't free. It drains your energy reserves. Prolonged exposure means your baseline calibration is shot. You're perpetually on edge, living in a state of hypervigilance. Your cognitive resources are maxed out. Your system is running hot. You can't focus, can't relax. You're a laptop with 1,000 tabs open, all screaming for attention. And you wonder why your productivity tanks, why you snap at the smallest things. Noise is not just an irritant, it's a productivity vampire, a thief of mental clarity. Now, let's flip the script. The psychological pivot. Noise sensitivity isn't just a glitch, it's an evolutionary trade-off. Your brain is a high-performance radar, tuned to detect anomalies. It's a survival mechanism, honed over millennia. You're not weak, you're a finely tuned instrument, a hyper-vigilant sentinel. The same sensitivity that fries your circuits can also give you the edge. You're the first to detect shifts in the environment, first to notice the subtle changes others miss. You're Sherlock Holmes in a world of Watsons. Your heightened perception is a superpower, not a curse. So what's the internal protocol? How do you reboot the system? Simple. Control the input. Build a fortress of silence when you need it. Noise-canceling headphones are your helmet. Strategic brakes, your shield. Know when to retreat, when to advance. Calibrate your environment. Fortify your mental space. The world won't adapt to you. You must adapt to it. But here's the twist. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're navigating a world designed for the oblivious with the acuity of a hawk. Embrace your sensitivity. It's not a flaw. It's your blueprint for high-octane living. Picture this. You're in your zone, focused, productive. Then BM, a loud noise. Instantly, your mental flow is shattered. That rupture isn't just inconvenient. It's a tactical ambush on your cognitive battlefield. The noise slams into your concentration like a wrecking ball, scattering your thoughts to the wind. It's not just a break in focus, it's a hard reset. Your brain scrambles to reassemble its scattered resources. But here's the real kicker. Every time this happens, your brain gets a little less efficient. So, why does it feel like you've been ambushed by a noise ninja? Because you have. Let's dissect this ambush further. The sound wave hits, and your brain enters a triage mode. Your thalamus, the sensory relay station, sends out an alert. It's like a fire alarm going off in your head. The auditory signal hijacks your neural pathways, demanding immediate attention. Your focus is pulled from its target, redirected to the perceived threat. And just like that, your prefrontal cortex, the command center, is forced to drop everything. You're not just distracted, you're neurologically rerouted. It's cognitive chaos, a full system override. And the cost? A hefty neurological tax, draining your cognitive reserves. But why does this matter so much? Here's the fatal error. Repeated disruptions degrade your cognitive efficiency. Each interruption chips away at your mental endurance, eroding your ability to focus over time. It's like running a marathon with constant hurdles. You're not just dealing with the immediate distraction, you're paying the price in long-term productivity. Your brain becomes conditioned to expect interruptions, primed for chaos. That's right, your neural wiring adapts for survival, not efficiency. And the result? A brain that's constantly bracing for impact, never fully at ease. It's an evolutionary trade-off gone rogue. But wait, there's a silver lining. The psychological pivot. Your sensitivity isn't a liability, it's an advanced warning system. Your brain is a sentinel, finely attuned to environmental shifts. You're not just surviving, you're anticipating. Your heightened awareness allows you to react swiftly, adapt quickly. It's an evolutionary advantage, honed for survival. The same mechanism that disrupts you can also protect you. It's your neural safety net, keeping you alert, aware, and ready. You're not just at the mercy of noise, you're its master, wielding it like a tactical tool. So what's your next move? The internal protocol. Turn your sensitivity into strategy. Train your brain to filter noise, conserving cognitive fuel. Develop auditory filters, your personal noise-canceling system. Engage in mental drills to strengthen focus amidst chaos. Protect your attention span like a fortress. You're not just managing noise, you're mastering it. Remember, your brain is a high-tech instrument, not a blunt tool. Treat it as such. Embrace the chaos, but control the input. This is not just survival, it's neural optimization. Welcome to the next level of cognitive strategy. Let's tackle a myth. Noise only bothers the sensitive. Here's the real deal. Everyone's brain is susceptible to loud stimuli. It's a universal hardware flaw. The difference? Highly sensitive people, HSPs, experience it in Ultra HD. For the rest, it's a glitch, a minor annoyance. But make no mistake, every brain gets taxed. The neurological toll is real, whether you notice it or not. Noise is a universal disruptor, a silent drain on collective cognitive capacity. Think of it as background radiation, slowly gnawing at your mental resilience. It's not just an HSP issue, it's a human issue. Let's jump into the sensory deep end. Noise isn't just sound, it's a complex sensory algorithm. Each wave carries data your brain must decode. When a loud noise occurs, it's like a sudden influx of emails in your mental inbox. Your brain scrambles to process, prioritize, and file away. But your brain isn't a supercomputer. It's a finicky processor with limited RAM. Every new noise is a task added to your cognitive queue. Over time, this queue becomes a bottleneck, slowing down your processing speed. The result? Mental lag, a built-up backlog that clogs your cognitive flow. Here's the catch. Noise builds cognitive friction. It's not just about the immediate moment. It's about cumulative impact. Each sound wave roughs up your neural pathways, making future processing less smooth. The more friction, the harder your brain has to work to maintain efficiency. It's like driving with the brakes on. Your cognitive engine revs higher, burning through energy reserves. And what happens when you're running on fumes? You crash. Your brain's ability to sustain focus collapses, leaving you drained, irritable, and scattered. Cognitive wear and tear is the silent cost of unchecked noise exposure. Time for a shift in strategy, the psychological pivot. Noise isn't just a foe, it's a training ground. Your brain can become an adept noise navigator. By regularly facing controlled noise environments, you sharpen your sensory filters. It's like weight training for your auditory system. You learn to discern crucial sounds from irrelevant chatter, honing your environmental awareness. It's a skill that translates into heightened perception, an uncanny ability to pick up on details others miss. Your sensitivity becomes a finely tuned sensor array, a strategic asset in navigating the world's chaos. So what's your tactical takeaway? The internal protocol: cultivate auditory resilience. Embrace the noise as a training partner, not an adversary. Develop a routine that includes deliberate exposure to varied soundscapes. But remember, balance is key. Too much noise without recovery leads to burnout. Interlace sound challenges with moments of silence to recalibrate your system. Protect your cognitive bandwidth like prized real estate. This isn't just about surviving noise. It's about thriving in a sound-saturated world. Your brain is a dynamic, adaptable entity. Harness its potential. Master the art of auditory alchemy. Let's debunk another myth. Noise is a modern nuisance. Nope, it's an ancient adversary. Our ancestors faced the sounds of predators, storms, and tribal signals. Noise was never just an inconvenience. It was a life or death alert. Fast forward to today, and our brains still treat noise with the same urgency. That jackhammer? To your brain, it's a saber-toothed tiger. The evolutionary wiring remains intact, even when the threats have changed. Our sensory systems are on high alert, ready to spring into action. Noise isn't just background clutter, it's a primal trigger. Dive deeper into the neural reality. Noise activates your fight-or-flight response. It's not about conscious choice, it's pure instinct. Your brain floods your system with adrenaline, prepping for action. But here's the kicker. There's no escape route, no predator to fight. You're left with a chemical cocktail and nowhere to go. This constant state of readiness takes a toll on your body, burning through your stress reserves. Over time, your system becomes desensitized, less responsive to actual threats. It's like a smoke detector that beeps at burnt toast while missing the real fire. Enter the fatal error. Unchecked noise leads to sensory burnout. Your brain can't sustain constant high alert mode. It's like keeping a car engine revved up. Eventually, it overheats. Your sensory system needs downtime to recalibrate. Without it, you face cognitive fatigue, emotional exhaustion, and reduced resilience. And the irony? The very mechanism designed to protect you becomes your greatest liability. A brain stuck in overdrive is a brain that can't perform. You lose clarity, focus, and the ability to navigate daily challenges effectively. Noise becomes a feedback loop of diminishing returns. But fear not. Here comes the psychological pivot. Noise sensitivity is your brain's way of keeping you sharp, a built-in alert system. Instead of fighting it, harness it. Use your heightened awareness to your advantage. Develop selective attention, a skill to filter what's crucial from what's not. Train your brain to recognize real signals amid noise clutter. It's a form of mental strength, a psychological edge. You become adept at focusing on what matters, ignoring the irrelevant. Your brain transforms noise into a symphony of insights, a strategic asset in decision-making. Here's your internal protocol. Transform noise into a catalyst for growth. Cultivate a mindset of adaptation, where every sound is a chance to refine your focus. Practice auditory mindfulness. Listen to the layers. Distinguish the melody from the noise. Create environments that support your sensory needs, a sanctuary amidst chaos. Remember, your brain isn't just a sponge, it's an architect. Design your cognitive landscape with intention. This isn't just about managing noise, it's about mastering it. With the right approach, the cacophony of life becomes your personal soundtrack for success. Let's tackle the last misconception. Noise is inevitable, and resistance is futile. Here's the truth bomb. Noise isn't just environmental, it's negotiable. You can renegotiate your relationship with sound. Start by identifying your noise triggers, those specific sounds that flip your stress switch. Awareness is your first line of defense. Recognize the patterns, and you begin to reclaim control. You're not powerless, you're a noise negotiator, crafting your auditory boundaries. The world may be loud, but your response doesn't have to be automatic. It's time to become the sound architect of your own life. Dive into the neural reality. Sound is a sensory input, not a command. Your brain can learn to process it without panic. It involves reprogramming your neural circuits to reduce the automatic stress response. Think of it as installing an emotional buffer, a cognitive firewall. With practice, you can train your amygdala to chill, to not hit the panic button every time a door slams. You're rewiring your neural pathways for resilience. It's a mental upgrade, a software patch for your brain's operating system. This isn't just survival, it's evolution. And here's the fatal error if ignored. Untreated noise sensitivity leads to chronic stress. Your baseline stress levels rise, paving the way for anxiety, irritability, and burnout. It's like living with a constant background hum of unease, a low-grade fever of tension. Your mental health takes the hit, and your body follows suit. The stakes are high, but the solution is within reach. By addressing noise sensitivity, you're not just improving focus, you're enhancing overall well-being. It's a holistic approach, a full-system reboot. Don't let noise be the silent thief of your peace. Now, the psychological pivot. Turn sensitivity into strategy. Use your acute awareness to enhance personal growth. Your ability to detect nuances is a gift, a tool for deeper understanding. Embrace your sensitivity as a lens to see the world's subtleties. You're not just reacting to sound, you're interpreting its layers, extracting meaning. This skill translates into empathy, creativity, and innovation. You become a conductor, orchestrating your sensory inputs into a harmonious symphony of insights. Your heightened perception becomes a catalyst for personal and professional success. Sensitivity isn't a weight, it's a launch pad. Time for the strategic conclusion, the internal protocol. Cultivate an environment where your brain thrives. Equip yourself with tools and strategies that enhance your auditory resilience. Build a daily routine that incorporates sound management, mental recalibration, and moments of silence. Treat your brain like a high-performance race car, requiring precision tuning and care. You're not just a passenger in the noise, you're the driver, steering your sensory experience. This is your invitation to rise above the noise, to transform chaos into clarity. You hold the blueprint to your neurological destiny. Master it. Let's break down the final misconception. Silence is golden, and noise is a villain. Here's the twist. Silence isn't always your ally. In fact, complete silence can become an echo chamber for anxiety. Your mind craves information, stimulation, a soundtrack to guide its flow. It's the balance of sound and silence that creates mental harmony. Too much silence can amplify internal noise, turning whispers of worry into roars. Your brain, like a finely tuned radio, needs the right frequency. Silence should be a canvas, not an emptiness. It's not about eradicating noise, but orchestrating your own symphony. Dive into the neural reality. Your brain thrives on variety. It's not just silence or noise, but the interplay between them that fuels creativity. Your neural circuits are like a jazz band, improvising and adapting. They need dynamic shifts, the unexpected notes that lead to innovation. When noise and silence dance, your brain triggers new pathways, unlocking creative potential. This is where insights are born, where solutions emerge. It's a neurological jam session, a playground for cognitive exploration. Embrace the dynamic, and you'll find the rhythm of genius. Here's the fatal error if ignored. Monotony leads to stagnation. Your brain's efficiency plummets without auditory variety. It's like a treadmill, running but going nowhere. Your creativity stalls, your enthusiasm wanes. The brain needs novelty, the unexpected shifts that noise and silence provide. Without it, you're trapped in a loop, a repetitive cycle of diminishing returns. It's like a song stuck on repeat, losing its melody. Your mind becomes a stagnant pond, devoid of fresh currents. Embrace the ebb and flow of sound, and break free from the cognitive rut. Time for the psychological pivot. Transform monotony into momentum. Use sound as a catalyst for change. Shake up your routine with unexpected auditory inputs. Let music guide your mood. Let silence sharpen your focus. Your sensitivity becomes your compass, navigating the soundscape with precision. You're not just reacting, you're orchestrating, conducting the symphony of your life. Turn the noise of the world into your personal soundtrack, a narrative of progress. Your brain isn't just a passenger, it's the conductor leading the charge toward innovation. The strategic conclusion, the internal protocol. Don't just manage noise, master it. Create a sound strategy that aligns with your goals. Use auditory cues to set the pace of your day. Silence for reflection, music for motivation, ambient noise for creativity. Your brain is a dynamic entity, capable of adaptation and growth. Treat it with the respect it deserves. You're not just surviving the noise, you're thriving in it. You hold the baton, the power to shape your auditory landscape. It's time to compose the masterpiece of your life. Own it. Let's start this final block by tackling a new perspective: noise as a narrative. Imagine each sound as a word in the story of your day. Loud noises? They're plot twists, sudden shifts that demand your attention. But here's the beauty: you're the author. You decide how each noise contributes to your story. Will it be a distraction or a revelation? A nuisance or a narrative tool? The choice is yours. Noise can ruin your day, or it can redefine it. It's not just about what you hear, it's about what you make of it. Dive into the neural reality. Your brain loves a good story. It's wired to seek patterns, to find meaning in chaos. Noise, with its unpredictable nature, feeds this narrative craving. Your brain is constantly scripting, interpreting, and weaving sounds into the tapestry of your experience. Each auditory input is a thread, contributing to the bigger picture. When you view noise as part of your story, you shift from passive recipient to active participant. You're not just hearing, you're creating. This is the power of perspective, the art of neural storytelling. Here's the fatal error if unchecked: letting noise dictate your narrative. Without a conscious effort to script your response, noise becomes the author of your day. Your story turns chaotic, with disruptions taking the lead role. Your narrative becomes reactive instead of proactive, a tale of distraction rather than focus. It's like letting a plot twist derail your story arc. But the power is in your hands. By reclaiming your role as the storyteller, you transform noise from a disruptor to a dynamic character in your narrative. Now, the psychological pivot: make noise your muse. Use it to fuel creativity and innovation. Each sound becomes a spark, igniting new ideas, offering fresh perspectives. Your brain, ever the opportunist, thrives on the unexpected. Noise becomes a muse, an inspiration for creativity. It's about shifting your mindset from annoyance to opportunity, from disruption to discovery. You're not just surviving noise, you're harnessing it. This is the alchemy of sound, turning chaos into creativity, noise into narrative gold. Your strategic conclusion: the internal protocol. Don't just tune out noise, tune it into your life's soundtrack. Curate a soundscape that aligns with your goals, whether it's a symphony for creativity or silence for reflection. Use noise as a tool, a catalyst for growth. Embrace its unpredictability. Let it guide you to uncharted territories of the mind. Your brain, a masterpiece in progress, deserves a soundtrack that reflects its complexity. This is your narrative, your story, your symphony. Conduct it with purpose, with passion. The baton is yours. Write your audio masterpiece.